everybody, John from Florida Adventurers here doing a gear review today of the Yukon Outfitters Walkabout Rainfly. I've had this guy for going on a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and for a lower to mid-range tarp, this thing is amazing. I'll start off with some of the specs. The weight with the tarp by itself, without the stuff sack, without the guy lines or anything like that, is around 12 ounces, I think 12.5 ounces. And I'll go into more depth about what's in here, but with the stakes, the guy outlines, and the ridge line and stuff sack included, it's going to run you about 18.5 ounces, which is about 1 pound and 2 ounces, something like that. So the reason why I'm doing this gear review on this tarp is we went on a trip to JB Starkey and we had a really wet weekend. This thing saved my butt. It rained like crazy. It allowed us to do some water catch. It's got some really good drip lines on it that I'll probably roll in some footage here of it on the trip of us collecting water from it. But overall, this thing was pretty bomb-proof. I got this on Amazon for around 30-35 bucks. The price fluctuates every day I check it. I've seen it as low as 25 and I've seen it as much as 45. So if you can get it right in that $30 range, it's pretty good. I use this in conjunction with my hammock, and it's an awesome shelter setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up between these two trees on the ridge line and we'll get back to you. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I keep in this stuff sack here with my whole entire tarp and ridge line setup. The reason why it's over 1 pound. So your kit will vary. This is just how I do it. This is what I found to be the most convenient and easy for me. So starting off, when we open this thing up, I've got a couple bungees that I use. This tarp is meant to be set up in a diamond fly, so you do the 2 corners on the ridgeline and then you stake out just the 2 corners on the side, which I'll show you in a little bit. But I have a bungee for each side to guide them out just because it's easier. I could throw some paracord in and kind of lighten it up a little bit, but these things don't really weigh too much. It's about 30 feet of paracord. This is what I use to hang it up on. 2 of these lightweight Coughlin's tent stakes. These things are awesome. They grip really well. You can get them at Walmart for about 70 cents a piece. So those are awesome. And the tarp itself rolls up pretty small. And another thing I keep in here are a couple little hanks of paracord for the prusik knots that I use to tension it up on the ridge line, which I'll show you guys in just a second here. So let me throw this thing up and we'll get back to you. All right, so we have it all set up here. Like I said, I have the bungees staked out to these stakes right here, and the tarp prusik to the trucker's hitch ridgeline that I have set up for you. So if you want to go ahead and take a look underneath the tarp here, I'll set up my hammock momentarily here, but as you can see, there's a lot of room, tons of room under here to keep you dry. You can set this thing down. You can completely slam it down to the ground if you have a lot of sideways wind coming in and rain. Or you can put it up as high as you want. You can find another tree and string it up. That way you can have like a little front porch style. The options are endless with this little tarp. It is, I think the measurements are this way. It is 11 feet 10 inches, and side to side this way is 9 foot 4 inches. So that's about all I have. I'll string up the hammock so that way you guys can see what the shelter looks like with the hammock underneath it. Alright, so here we are underneath the tarp. I've strung my hammock up. It's a Grand Trunk Nano. Got my ultralight suspension on here, so I'm going to show you guys how much room you have under here. So you have enough room to sit up straight. Ridgeline above you can hang various items on. Hey, buddy. There's enough room underneath here. It covers enough square footage to keep your gear underneath your hammock nice and dry. On the last camping trip, we encountered some rain, like I said, and I kept my gear just underneath my hammock, and I had it set up almost the same way, and we had rain kind of blowing in from side to side. Kept everything underneath here nice and dry. So here is a good view. You have all this room up here, and you can set it up as tight or as loose as you want it. I have it set up kind of high right now. Obviously we're just doing an instructional video, but very cozy, keeps you out of the elements. Not a bad price for around, if you can catch it for around 30-35 bucks, this thing's actually not a bad deal. So I would definitely recommend it. It stands up. I've been using it for a little over 1.5 years, almost 2 years now, and it's been pretty sufficient. So we recommend it. Go buy it, Amazon, check it out. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one.